cannot do it for you. In their former state, God was not only responsible for Adam, God was responsible for his family. God was responsible for their provisions. Surely. They needn't be anxious over my law school, over my mom. God was responsible before they fell. God was responsible for their feeding, including Adam's own. That's why he said, all these trees, you can eat the fruits thereof. Provision was done. Provision was perfect. Adam needn't take any responsibility of tilling the ground. God was responsible. Adam didn't need to plant any seed. God was responsible. Adam needn't harvest any fruit. God was responsible. The only big work that God gave Adam was, keep this garden, face the east gate, make sure those outside cannot come in. Make sure evil cannot come in. Iṣẹ́ tá a fún nìyẹn o. Iṣẹ́ ẹyọkan tẹ́mi gbàgbọ́ pé Ọlọ́run fún Adam nìyẹn. Gbogbo yòókù Ọlọ́run ló ń ṣe fúnra ẹ̀. Because the garden was seated, planted, inhabited before Adam came. It was already populated with all that Adam would need. But when Adam left the garden, he did everything himself, including the fact that he had to impregnate his wife himself. He did the work. Ọba àwọn ọba tó lè yọ èèyàn kan kúrò nú èèyàn kan. Ṣé kò lè fi èèyàn kan sínú èèyàn kan ni? Then Adam had to do everything by himself. And you will now see the plan of God where obedience to instruction is, and the process of life by obedience. The wealth of life by obedience. The abundance of life by obedience. Obedience is doing the Father's business. Obedience is the greatest asset that any Christian, any believer, all of mankind should have to God. Obedience. The greatest asset that anybody should possess. You can have everything under the sun. If you don't obey the words of God, if you don't believe and obey the words of God, you are useless to God. And believe me, you will struggle in life. Obedience is the opposite of ambition. If you have to have any ambition at all, it must be obedience to God. The moment Adam and Eve became ambitious, we want to be like God, you're already like God. Already. The moment they wanted to be like God, they lost it. Because they were already gods. Hallelujah. They were already gods. And then fast track. Let's go to the book of Matthew. Let me show you something. In this abundant journey that God has given us. Hallelujah. Matthew chapter 1 and from verse 18. I want to underscore, emphasize